snow. At first, his grandmother Baba did not want to knit White Mitten. Yeah. If you drop them in the snow, she warned you, you'll never find it. But Nikki wanted Snow White mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound. But then I will look to see if you still have Snow White mittens. So off Mickey went. And it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow. And it was left behind. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size. So he decided to stay. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped to admire his winter coat. Nice coat. It was then he saw the mitten and wiggled in. Feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them. But when they saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Next, a hedgehog came shuffling along. He decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not been ones to argue with someone covered with prickles. Prickly, prickly. They made room. Next, a big owl swooped down. When he decided to move in, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. Grumble, grumble, grumble. But when they saw the owl's gimpy talons, they quickly let him in. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left. But when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. Thumb up. It started to snow, but the animals were snug in. A wolf, off to warm steep, rose in the air, and a fox who was trotting by stopped to investigate. He was drowsy when the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth. They gave the fox lots of room. A great bear lumbered by. Lumber, 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 lumber. He spied the mitten all plumped up. All plumped up. He began to nose his way in. All the animals were packed as tidy as could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bubbled too many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. Конечно. Along came a meadow mouse, bigger than an acorn. She wiggled into the one space left. On top of the great bear's nose, the bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky. And the animals scattered in all directions. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the last mitten in the sky. As he ran to catch his snow white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound. Всё хорошо. And then she saw that he still had his new mitten. And